Hello everyone, I'm Yanni from BU4U Gaming, and today we are back in Kathy Rain. So we had a talk with Charles Wade. So let's see, now we know who Cocky is. You know the name, Jimmy Cochran, so maybe you want to ask Grandma about him. And we did hear about the stolen art. So we might want to ask about that too, but I might be at the police station. But we also have a couple of destinations that we haven't visited yet. So let's see what we might come up with. That must be this way if I want to go home, right? Or go anywhere else. Let's see. Well, we went to the clinic, so now we have the church and the nature reserve. But I'm thinking, before we go here, maybe we should go and see if we could get a little bit more information. Let's see, can we maybe... Oh,
these should come in handy.
I wanted this. Let's see if we can find a phone number, maybe.
No result for that.
No, too bad. And did we look for this?
Nope, couldn't find it.
Okay, so no Jimmy Cochran in the phone book. Okay, fair enough. Let's see if Grandma can tell us anything.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Grandma.
Sure, hon.
And sit down.
Mind if we talk?
Not at all.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is? He was a friend of Grandpa's.
I believe he teaches at the flight school these days.
I don't think so, at least not anymore. I was told he was placed in a mental facility.
Really? He always struck me as a kind man, maybe a bit nervous and on edge, but not crazy.
There's more. I found out that Jimmy asked Grandpa for help not long before Grandpa ended up in that wheelchair. Jimmy sounded really desperate. I'm sure what happened to Grandpa that night had something to do with his cry for help.
You should go find the man then. Surely he must know something.
That's the plan. I just wondered if there's anything else you think I should know about him.
Not really. We haven't stayed in touch since Joseph was injured. I know that he had a wife, Agatha, and a son, James. Agatha passed away from cancer years ago, but as far as I know, James still lives in the city with his family.
Okay, thanks, Grandma. I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
And we already asked about this? No.
I don't see a reason to ask her about that.
Okay, did we get anything new that we want to ask her about? I don't think so. Did we ask about this?
Do you know anything about this flower, Grandma?
I can't say that I do. I remember seeing it growing in the woods, but I didn't think much of it at the time.
What do you see in this picture, Grandma?
I have no idea, but it's quite an eerie display. What is it?
I'm trying to figure that out. I found the picture hidden in the attic.
Oh, come to think of it, the trees do look similar to the ones in Conwell Woods.
Yeah, it was taken somewhere in that area. I found out that the flower in the picture matches a rare local species.
Aren't you clever? Do let me know if you come across anything else.
Okay, well, that...
Well, gotta go, Grams. Talk to you later.
Bye,
few
Kathy.
names for his wife and son, but it didn't really give us a chance to look James up in the phone book, so I guess let's head out again. And maybe see if we can hear a little bit about the stolen art. Might wanna talk to the sheriff, but...
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
No.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that.
Fair enough. No? Oh,
Do you know
okay.
who Jimmy Cochran is?
Not really, Kathy. Sorry.
Didn't expect you to? No.
Nah, I don't want to ask him about that. Hey, Lenny, do you recognize this flower?
Yeah, I accidentally inhaled pollen from one of them when I was a kid. I remember being sick and delirious for days.
Scary. Where did you come across this flower?
Somewhere in Conwell Woods. Not sure where exactly.
All right. Do you know what this is?
I have no idea. Looks creepy, whatever it is. Where did you get it?
Grandpa had it hidden away in the attic.
Probably for a good reason, then. Be careful out there.
Okay. Yep.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Let's see if the sheriff will talk to us today.
Hello, Sheriff. Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
Nope.
Do you know anything about the art theft in the Wade estate?
Yes, Mr. Wade phoned ahead about that. Lenny,
Yes, boss.
get the report from the burglary in the Wade estate back in '86.
On it, boss. There you go, Kathy.
Thanks, buddy.
Nice. Okay, so on the 3rd of November 86 at 1:12 a.m. the alarm in the Wade estate is triggered. The house is empty at the time and the neighbors contact law enforcement. Okay, almost an hour later, officers arrive at the scene. Several broken windows can be observed. A sweep of the estate and surrounding premises reveals no trace of the perpetrators. Okay, 15 minutes later, a single witness identified as Franklin Goldfarb reports seeing multiple burglars leaving the scene of the crime. Okay, now we've got another name. Okay, so at the next day at 12:15 a.m., Charles Wade arrives in Conwell Springs to make an official statement. After examining the house, he reports that paintings with an excess value of $15,000 have been stolen. Wow, he must have paid a lot for Lily's paintings. Okay. 2 hours later, the art in question has not yet popped up in any circles that are known to deal with stolen goods, terminating investigation due to lack of leads. That's kind of still... Okay, it was the 26th of April? Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Am I reading this right? So the 11th of March, I guess. And then the 26th of April, yeah. It's just in Danish we write this differently, so it would be the 3rd of November, but since it's, yeah, so it's the 11th of March actually. Sorry about that. So the 26th of April, so about 1.5 months later, they already gave up. Okay, fair enough.
I gotta find this Goldfarb guy. Maybe he knows more about the burglary.
Yeah.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Sounds familiar, but I can't place him.
Well, gotta go.
See ya.
Probably doesn't help to talk to the sheriff about this because he never knows anything. Okay, well, we could look him up in the phone book, I guess. But before we do that, let's go and check out the church. See if we can get a little bit more information.
Hello, Father.
Greetings, my child. I'm glad you decided to come here.
Yeah, but just so you know, I'm not here to join your church or anything.
Oh, I would never assume that.
Good. So, with that out of the way, I have some questions.
Anything you need. I'm Isaac Price.
Kathy Rain, but I'm guessing you figured that out already.
I did. Rumors spread quickly around here. So how can I be of service?
Do you know anything about what happened to my grandfather in '81?
It was the work of the devil, I'll say that much. Joseph was a kind man. He did not deserve such a fate. You heard my speech at the funeral, Kathy. I meant every word. He was a great man who did much good for this community.
Did you know him personally?
In a way, he and my father did charity work together. Joseph was around a lot when I was young. They collaborated on a few different projects for the homeless and for the troubled youth, among other things.
So my grandfather was a member of the church?
I wouldn't say that, no. He was a friend of the church, but he wasn't a religious man. He believed only in philanthropy. That being said, Joseph was the person who convinced me to become a priest.
Really?
Oh yes, I was a teenager back then, full of rebellion, every fiber of my being wanting to distance myself from my father. Joseph made me realize my sinful pride and showed me how I should follow my heart regardless of what others might think. And for that, I'm eternally grateful.
Does the name Lily Myers mean anything to you?
It does. I was a substitute teacher in her high school for some time before I was ordained.
Really? Did you know her personally?
We weren't close. I only knew her as much as a teacher would know any student.
All right, so how did she seem toward the end?
For one, she started skipping school a lot, and when she did show up, she was absent-minded and moody. She always looked depressed and hunched down like she had a whole world on her shoulders.
Any idea of what caused this change?
Not a clue. All I know is that when she returned from that last summer break, she was a whole different person.
Wonder what happened then.
Do you know who Jimmy Cochran is?
I don't recognize that name, no.
Do you know anything about an art theft at the Wade estate in the 80s?
I have just a vague memory of reading about it in the paper.
Care to tell me the history of the church?
I'd be happy to. The story is a fascinating one. This church was founded by my father, William T. Price, in the 70s. Back then, he made his living as a traveling salesman and was driving through this area as he'd done so many times before. However, this day was different. My father held dark thoughts in his mind. He was angry, thinking of evil deeds, even considering swerving off the road into a rock and ending it all. Then suddenly, divine intervention. 3 bright lights appeared. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, the sign of God. This epiphany was the moment my father had been waiting for. He sold all of his belongings and took me and my brother to live with him here in Conwell Springs. Soon thereafter, he built this church and started gathering followers. They began to refer to him as Father Bill.
I take it that window up there resembles what he saw when he had this epiphany?
Indeed. The stained glass window depicts the Holy Trinity as witnessed by my father.
Do you know exactly when or where this event took place?
Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious. It's a captivating story.
Well, it was in the spring of 1971, but my father never told anyone where.
Okay, so what happened then?
People flocked to Father Bill. He started teaching, writing scripture. The church flourished and continued to grow all the way up until his sudden death in 1983. That's when I stepped in to take leadership of the church.
I take it that the church started declining after the death of Father Bill?
Yes, naturally so. With such a magnetic personality, he was irreplaceable. But I assure you the church is still very much thriving.
Looks kinda empty to me.
It's not really our peak hours.
What's up with you handing out pamphlets at funerals then? Trying to reel people in at a weak moment?
I'm going to assume you meant no disrespect, child. I'm simply providing divine guidance when it's needed the most.
Do you know who Franklin Goldfarb is?
I'm afraid not, my child.
Father, do you know anything about this flower?
No, my child. Nothing at all.
I could, but I think I have more to gain from a subtle strategy. I'll keep it to myself for now, until I know more about this church.
Yeah.
Do you recognize the men in this picture, Isaac?
Only your grandfather, and that's just because I was given a similar picture for the service the other day.
Do you know what this key opens?
I'm afraid not, my child.
You're not so helpful. I don't think he can help. No.
I don't need to show him
I
that.
don't think so either, and... No.
I don't need to show him that.
Okay, well...
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
Anything we can...
Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
Probably can't go in there. Oh, we can.
Locked.
Yeah.
It's an altar. You know, the place where they put the sacrificed goats, kids, and other crap.
Kids even. Okay.
A bunch of red Bibles stacked in neat rows. I really shouldn't. They might burn. Could lead to a sacristy or a closet of some kind.
That one is probably also locked. Yeah.
Locked. Impressive window. There's no doubt about it. Those are the smoky lights.
Okay, so
Isaac Price, the priest of the
Yeah.
church.
Nothing else. Nope. Okay. Let's head back out then. Maybe we should see if Grandma knows this Goldfarb guy. Well, we could see if we could get some information from the phone book. Might get lucky.
No Goldfarb in here. Maybe he moved? I should ask around and see if anyone knows him.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing in there. See if Grandma knows anything. Otherwise, we could go back to the hospital and see if anyone knows anything there.
Mind if we talk for a bit?
Not.
Does the name Franklin Goldfarb mean anything to you?
Oh, that poor man. He used to be an upstanding citizen, you know. Now he's constantly drinking and keeps babbling on about that imaginary acting career of his.
Sad thing. Do you know where I can find him?
He's
Yeah, I was
homeless,
about to
dear.
say, we know who that is.
Lost his job a few years ago and never really got back on his feet.
Okay, now I know who you're talking about. Thanks, Grandma.
Yep.
Looks like I'm gonna have to have a chat with
Indeed.
Goober. Bye, Grandma. I'll be back later.
So long.
Let's head back to the hospital then and see if we can find him there. Or if he has been picked up by the police again. Doesn't seem like he's here. Okay.
I need a word, Miss Mendez.
Wait,
It's written on that board behind you, genius.
you have the eyesight of a bald eagle or something?
What can I say? I'm a freak of nature. What happened to Goober, anyway?
Who?
The guy who had the seizure?
Oh, he ran off somewhere. Kept babbling about a religious near-death experience.
Okay, thanks.
So did he go to the cemetery or the church? Oh, go this way. See if we can find him. So go here. Does anyone? Oh, praise. Oh, so that's probably the priest.
It says Price. It must belong to Isaac's family.
Huh.
A family mausoleum. Isaac's family must be pretty rich. Those things don't come cheap.
Which is kind of interesting. Well, we couldn't really enter it before. Since he sold everything and became a priest, he shouldn't really have a lot of money. Okay, it doesn't really look like there's anyone here. So unless a lot of people donated a lot of money to the church, they shouldn't exactly be rich. And it is kind of strange for a priest to spend a lot of money on that. Okay, let's see if he has been picked up.
How's the paperwork coming along, Lenny?
Okay, I guess. Maybe halfway through.
Then maybe he did go to the church then. It was religious. But we didn't just come from there. Well, let's go here. Aha. Found him.
Goober, the friendly bum in denial.
Nothing new, okay.
Hello again, Goober.
You again? Are you stalking me, girl? You pop up everywhere I go. I'll try to tone down the charm, but I can't promise anything.
Huh, yeah, you're quite the charmer.
I know. I just said that, man.
Listen, I feel kind of bad about the electrocution.
Oh, that's what it was. What a cherry on top of my stellar performance.
Yeah, it was pretty convincing.
So what brings you to the house of God? Come to repent?
I'm afraid that ship has long since sailed, buddy. I had a few things I wanted to ask you about, though.
Shoot, Missy.
I don't need to ask him about that. I should probably confront him directly about him being a witness. Your real name is Franklin Goldfarb, right?
Oh, nobody calls me that.
Regardless, I know for a fact that you were a witness to a burglary a few years back at the Wade Estate.
Yeah, what about it?
Why don't you tell me what you saw exactly?
I heard the alarm go off, glass breaking, then I saw 3 guys running away, carrying a bunch of stuff.
What did they look like?
It was dark, I don't know, they were definitely 3 big, bulky guys. They
what?
Oh, nothing, that's it. Didn't see anything else.
Bullshit, spit it out.
Well, one of those guys dropped his ring when running away. I sort of pawned it.
A ring? What kind of ring?
Platinum with an inscription. 2 letters, B something. Man, I don't remember. My photographic memory stopped working in 1979.
Which pawn shop was that?
Pete's Pawning and Plumbing. It closed down a long time ago, though. Owner left town. There's a coffee shop back there now.
Too bad. Guess that's a dead end. Thanks anyway. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description recently? Not on a building. It was something small.
Yep.
Did the inscription on the ring look anything like this?
Wow, actually exactly like that.
Any idea what BH stands for?
Beehive? Bet high? Big head?
Do you know what this is?
Chinese fireworks, of course. I grew up in Shanghai. I know what I'm talking about. They used to call me Dong Pai, meaning round-eyed baldy. Those were some rough years. I miss the food, not to mention the women. Got 2 kids down there now, Mei Lin and Little Pink.
Time to hit the off switch now, buddy. Do you know anything about this flower?
It's red?
Enlightening. I already asked him about that. I should look into the ring with a B followed by another letter. Didn't I see 2 letters fitting that description?
Yeah, we already figured that one out.
Do you recognize these men?
That's your granddad, right?
Yeah. What about the other 2?
No idea. I think my face blindness is acting up again.
Okay.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he's scared, or he just doesn't want to be a snitch or something? Okay.
Okay, that's all for now.
See ya!
Let's see if Isaac knows anything while we're here.
Hello, Isaac. I've got a few...
I'm all ears.
Do you know what BH means? It's inscribed on this lighter.
I'm sorry, but no.
Did we ask him about this?
I know he's hiding something, but I don't think pushing it will work.
Okay, well,
That's all I need for now, Father.
May the Lord shine his light on you.
okay, so let's see. Usually there's no people here. Let's stop by Grandma's. We search for it in here. But probably it isn't much help with the pH. Search.
Nope, couldn't find
Yeah.
it.
Nothing new there. Nope. Okay. Kind of hoping we could look at the gravestone that had some names. Wasn't it Brian something or something we saw on a gravestone?
Oh! Mind if we talk for...
Not at all.
Do you recognize the acronym BH? It's on Dad's lighter.
Yes, dear, it means the Black Hats. They're those ruffians on motorcycles whom your father associated with.
Oh, his biker gang. That makes sense.
Oh, so it didn't have... Aha.
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
I refuse to talk about those hoodlums. They turned your father into a horrible person. You should stay far away from them, Kathy. They're awful people, just awful.
And we did talk about the other stuff.
See you later,
Okay,
Gramps.
well,
Take care, dear.
we figured out what BH stands for now. So that was a little bit new. Okay, probably a long shot. Do they have like a local something something? Probably not, but...
Nah, nothing like that in here.
Nope. Okay. Let's head out then. Okay, well... maybe these guys know something.
Hey, Lenny.
Hello, Kathy. What's up?
What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
They've caused us trouble from time to time, but they've been kind of quiet lately. We put a few of their captains in the slammer over the years, but we never managed to find enough dirt on their leader. Bo Brunson. Big Bo.
Do you know where I can find them?
Yeah, hold on. Let me just find a map.
Got it. Thanks.
Oh, nice. New location. Did we get anything else?
I'll hang on to it for
Okay.
now. Well, gotta go.
Well,
See ya!
Sheriff might not have been here for long, but if he's any kind of police... Yeah.
Hello, Sheriff. Mind if... What can you tell me about the Black Hats?
Why, you care to join? I'm sure they'd be real impressed by your big bike, but that's a man's club.
Let's just say I have a healthy curiosity.
I'd say your curiosity borders on mental illness. You have a death wish? Bikers don't mess around with little girls.
You gonna help me or not, Sheriff?
Not really. Go bother Lenny with it.
That was not so helpful.
I'll hang on to it for now. Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's just some kids playing pranks with flashlights.
That was not very helpful.
Do you recognize this flower?
Matter of fact, I do. It's a local endangered plant with mild narcotic properties.
Yeah? Have you come across any users in the area?
Sure, but it's a bit tricky to do anything about it. Using it as a substance is technically illegal.
Ah, so the illegal part is picking it in the first place.
Yes, knowingly picking the flower is a crime, according to the Endangered Species Act of 1973.
Gotcha, thanks. That's all for now.
Good.
Okay, so we got a little bit of new information. So we need to find out some more about the Black Hats. And we did hear about a name in the Black Hats though, and we might have a new location then since he showed us something on the map. But we will have to check that out next time, and we also still have to go to the forest area. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and please do take care everyone, so happy gaming!